Een hele goede avond allemaal. Hoop dat het een beetje gezellig is vanavond. Maar we gaan toch wel weer een sessie doen met Final Fantasy. Mijn favoriete game. Wordt tijd dat we eens een keertje weer verder gaan met 6.1. Nou. En even zien. Oh, er is niks verkocht. We zijn net ingelogd, dus aan met die banaan. Zou ik zeggen. Ongeveer. Goed. We hebben het in ieder geval gevonden. Oké. Mardona. Dat dacht ik al. Kunnen zijn als het goed is. Nee, niet die, deze. Waar is die fucking quest nou? Moet niet anders zijn als hier zo. Ja, Tataru. Maar dan ga ik wel even switchen naar. Hey. Goed. Newfound Adventure. Accept. Hi, lovely to see you. Okay. Not in too much of a rush. I was about to make a pot of tea. Like a cup? Yes, I would. Take a seat then. I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Okay.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
It is.
Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
Grand new adventure, of course.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you.
Oh, really? Interesting.
You've fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again, and travel the world in search of wonder.
You're right.
Oh, that's the spirit. I can feel from here the blazing fire that just lit in your belly. Now, all you need is a destination.
Oh, really? Destination.
If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me.
All right.
Thavnair. That's where you should go next.
Thavnair.
I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radz-at-Han the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance.
Might be a good idea. Thanks for the...
Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Yeah. Good point.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the Bounty? As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress. Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Okay, let's see it. You're the best, Tataru.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement.
Of course, take your time. Not in a hurry.
I'm one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims.
Well, that's a little too much, I think.
Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
Oh.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
Okay. This. That does not look like Fafnir. Twintania uit.
Unless I am returned.
Oh. Interesting. Newfound Adventure. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Ah, you're awake. My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga? Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall.
Oké, laat maar zien.
If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Sure, tuurlijk. Lead the way. Must accept it. Nu pas. Oké. Heel veel filmpjes. Ja, dat is goed. Oké. Dan moet ik... Ja, dacht ik al. Hier naar binnen. Observe as the artiste refines her piece into a masterpiece. No napping this time. I only need a moment. You'll see. Lightje. A little more room in the shoulders. Open up the cuffs. A final adjustment to the hem. All done. Well, what do you think? The scream ready for a bold new adventure? Well done, Tataru. You blush? Oh, come on. Ah. Complete. All right. Okay. Burgeoning merchant empire aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all your experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant. Or if one day you take a blow to the get the better part of the past decade in mind in any case. Action expanded. Okay. Alright. There's now for under collection in the duty section of the main menu. The entries for prominent terms and characters will be added to codex and rest to the main scenario quests. Alright. As the usual. Okay, Bountiful Ruins. Accept. As the former receptionist and sometimes intelligence gatherer of the Ions. Allow me to offer you a word of advice. Do not expect juicy rumors to fall into your lap. Blah. Okay. Let's see. EU-svr. What's on? Okay. Let's see. Oké, hier naar boven. Hier kan ik naar binnen. Daar naar boven. Oké. Gaat ook dan. Oké. Daar is mee heen. Okay. Hi. Hello. Oh, hello. Don't recognize first. Hello. Find you a table. The bounty. Oh. Begin speaking. Yeah. I begin speaking. Jalheen. How about a drink? Bottoms up. Yeah. I assume you've heard of Alzadaal. He was one of our tribe to Hafner from the mainland and a key figure in the history of Alzadaal. Raz Athan. Decision to aid the Arca Sodara is what ultimately won them the war against the Gaia Supa, thus allowing our predecessors to lay the foundation for this thriving city. Truly fascinating stories, however, concern his grandson, Alzadaal III, known for his deeds at Satrap in Alzadaal's earlier days. Some attest that this man traveled the world entirely, returned with glittering riches. Others that he brokered an alliance with. Certain worm of the first brood. There's the tale of the sunken vault. One you seem most curious about. According to the legend, Alzadaal III claimed small island somewhere in the middle of the bounty. There he built a structure reaching the bottom of the sea. The deep and secret storehouse. Locked. All his worldly wealth within. Adventure begins. Never a natural disaster or hardship. Oh, remember that tale of hidden treasure. Hardy souls would set out to claim their fortune. Like to hear more? Yeah. Signal for water instead. Yeah. Okay. I found him already. There he is. Hi. Oh. Okay. What new?
Please, Ashal, please! Please, you must let me have that treasure map!
Why?
What's all this about?
My mother and father were slaughtered by monsters. My baby sister, still too young to fend for herself. Can you spare us no kindness?
So, you hope to find your fortune? And what? You expect me to surrender my wares for pity's sake? What have you to offer in payment? As I thought. Come back when you've more than rags to your name. This is no mere treasure map. It is a guide to the vaults of Alzadaal III, one of the great Satraps of Radz-at-Han, and a direct descendant of Alzadaal Khan.
A map to Alzadaal's legacy?
So he says. A fake, I'd wager.
This is no fake. The parchment is marked with an arcane glyph of passage. You may find the ruins hidden in the Bounty, but you won't be setting foot inside without this in your possession. A priceless artifact it is, discovered amongst the rubble in the aftermath of the final days, and lovingly restored by yours truly. This map is the key to fabulous riches, and I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away. Be glad I am no such king, boy. Your scrawny-eyed had never returned with that treasure alive.
Oh, cruel fate! Why must you tempt me with wealth I am powerless to claim? How I shall envy the one who purchases that precious map! Whatever they pay will be but pittance against the golden hoards they stand to uncover.
Estinian? Echt waar?
What have you, sir? Fighting man of your stature would surely relish the challenge of recovering Alzadaal's lost fortune.
Really?
A fortune, you say?
Dat dacht ik al. Het is inderdaad Estinian.
If I had but the strength to seize that treasure, my starving sister would never want for food.
I'll take it. Will this cover the price? Well met, my friend.
You too, Estinian.
Someone is dressed for adventure.
Yes.
But why Thavner of all places? Knowing you, I suspect there's more to your plans than sightseeing and shopping. Ruins beneath the Bounty. Curious. And here I've acquired a map to just such a site.
Strange, isn't it?
With that sale, I do believe I've earned the rest of the day off. Thank you for your patronage, sir, but if you'll excuse me.
You needn't mind us.
Of course not.
And now I've fleeced one of the heroes of the final days. Pray the sisters were looking elsewhere.
This map may or may not be genuine. Either way, we'll need a ship to find out for sure.
Yep. We do. I'm eager to be on our way, Asinian. What's up?
Lest you misunderstand, I seek the treasure not for myself. If such a fortune truly exists, then it could help ease the struggles of those who lost their loved ones in the final days. I hope to do for Thavnir what you and Alphino did for the Alamegans when you recovered the Mad King's trove.
Let's see.
Come now. You know Alphino needs little encouragement when it comes to recounting the tales of your shared exploits. Speaking of precocious lads, that boy in the bazaar was clearly an accomplice of the merchant. Suppose his role was to draw the attention of the crowd and add weight to the merchant's bold claims. Transparent act for the most part. It was not all mummery. The need to provide for his sister rang true enough. Thus, if some portion of the profits end up in that waif's pockets, then I will consider it money well spent, whether the map leads us to the vault or not.
Agreed.
You are coming along, yes?
Naturally.
I thought as much. Now, let's see about securing a vessel.
Okay. Nu aan de volgende. You will recall I spoke of visiting Thavnir at Ritra's request. Well, he finally invited me to a feast and made his proposal once I was too full of Spanish delights to refuse. Wishes me to train the radiant host in lance work. That is a tale for another time. Need now is a merchant or a trawler fit for the open seas. Matsia is a fisherman by trade, yes? Head to Akiali and see if he can help us. No, not this one. Get me luck. Jedli mat. Ja. Sta je verkeerd. Kijk dan. Staat er een beach house? Interessant. Leuke plek. Ah, daar. En een stenien is er al. Friends, what brings you to our humble village? Do you know how far out of our way walks that you not cross paths with wild beast? Or I cannot bear the thought of blah blah blah. Boo-hoo. Not yet. Al wel eerst even de deur dicht doen. Monumentje. Hier was ik weer. Well, we'll invite our comrades. Kyle. All as Black Mage. Ankret en Urianji. Elfino, LSA. Rahatia en Kyle. Alfistola. Die zal ik eens nemen. Die zal ik eens kiezen. Stola. Okay. Rahatia en Kryl. Geval. Aye. Kryl may have her hands full rebuilding the students. Search out to Graha at the invitation. Let's set your mind at ease. What's your name, boy? Perhaps. Your life is yours to live as you will. I suggest you find a more honest trade if you truly wish to keep your sister safe. I'm proud of what I do. Eat and everyone. Facing putting their own followers. Probably all. And take this runabout road just to see you end up in some creature's belly. Walk you back to the city. Miesten. Bountiful Ruins complete. Okay, fine. Finally. Okay. Friends for the road. I shall leave you to recruit Braha. You'll appreciate the invitation that much more, I'm sure. If I recall, based at the annex. From there, I ought to be able to point you in the right direction. You have two, man. A favor, don't stray from the path. Ah. Dat zie je annex. Kijken wat daar gebeurt. Even net Baldacian Annex. Yeah. Ah, hier. Pika. Good is. Welcome back, Marfa. Yay. What might the students do for you? Okay, I'll tell you. Been holed up in there for days. By all means, go and give them an excuse to take a break. Oh, I definitely will. Yep. Ga ik zeker doen. Ah, hier heb je ze wel. Proost.
Ah, Urgika, my good man. Would you be so kind as to...
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
I wish you had sent word ahead. I thought I was having visions for a moment there.
No, you're not. You're not dreaming.
Raha and I have been compiling old records of the students' activities.
Oh, I see.
We located several accounts in the archives of Numenon and added them to the collection we recovered from the Isle of Val.
And judging by the progress we've made thus far, sorting this pile will keep us occupied for days to come.
Huh.
But what brings you to the annex, my friend? Surely you haven't come all this way just to watch us shuffle dusty papers around?
Of course not.
The treasure vault of Alzadaal III.
And you're looking for companions to join you on this expedition?
Yes, I am. Seekers.
I would dearly love to accompany you, of course, but I'm afraid I'm committed to another task. On the subject of which, I had hoped to ask for your assistance. Then again, it's not so urgent that it can't wait until you've returned. You should go, Raha. I'll stay here and mind the shop, as it were.
Are you sure? I'd hate to leave you short-handed.
That was quick.
I'm sure. Just try to be back before too many moons have passed.
Well, I guess we're off on another adventure already.
Hij is blij. Oké.
Have you asked anyone else to come along? Then might I suggest we invite your Stola?
Oh?
Ever since the Scions disbanded, she's spent most of her time cloistered within the Great Google Library, hoping to piece together a method to traverse the rift. It would seem, however, that whatever wisdom she sought there was not to be found. She arrived in Sharlayan the other day. We spoke briefly before she began her search of Numenor. Considering what you've told us of Alzadaal's extraordinary feats, I do believe your Stola would be more than interested to hear what you have to say.
Of course.
Splendid! Then let us head to the archives at once.
Wait, before you go. I have another potential member to volunteer, if you've room to spare. Urianger.
Oh.
He sent the students a request for materials, you see. Treatises on the architecture of treasure vaults and the like. From what I can gather, the Loperites are looking to make improvements to their own creation and wish to learn more about how we build things down here. So, why not take Urianger with you? Let him study Alzadaal's legacy firsthand.
Okay.
None can deny the benefit of seeing something with your own eyes.
Daar heb je helemaal gelijk aan.
If our expedition leader has no objections, I say we extend Urianger an invitation once we've spoken with your Stola.
Goed idee. Kom maar.
Safe travels, you two. But don't forget, I'd still like your help with that other matter I mentioned.
Right. Then it's off to the library.
Nou, daar gaan we dan. Oké, ik sta al buiten. Goed, waar moet ik nou heen? Ik met die Stola. Oké, naar buiten. Daar is er al. Dollar slaapt gewoon. Oké.
I've never known Y'shtola to doze off in the middle of research before.
Okay.
Close my eyes for one moment. Ow! How long have you two been here?
Long enough, girl.
Nor did I want to fall asleep. I must have been studying for 2-3 days straight before exhaustion finally claimed me.
Oh, really? Who could have noticed? If not even you.
As you know, I've been researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections. Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library. So I've been skimming through the stacks, hoping to uncover even a partial mention of any similar feats in the past. A means to travel between worlds exists, and you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. So I promised Runa, but 'twould seem I've set myself a nigh impossible task.
You needn't be so hard on yourself. The leap I made with the Crystal Tower was not achieved in an afternoon. It was the culmination of a collective effort spanning generations.
Oh, you think me discouraged? I assure you, 'tis quite the opposite. A daunting challenge and the time to sink my teeth into it. I feel like a fresh-faced student again.
A scholar in her element.
Yep.
Indeed. Was there something else you wish to ask of me?
Well,
Alzadaal is no minor figure in Harnish history, and much is known about his family.
Harnish.
But this is the first I've heard of a descendant surviving a trip to another world.
Ooh.
If those tales are true, then he may have left behind some clue as to how it was accomplished.
Yeah.
An invitation to delve into one of the world's lingering mysteries. As if I could refuse. And whence do we embark upon this expedition?
Achiali, by ship. But before that, we thought to extend an invitation to Urianger as well. He was in Thalmazane last we heard.
Then by all means, let us recruit him, and be on our way.
Okay. Almazane. Boria. Lift operator. Alright. Lower levels, yes. All right. Let's go. Oh, that's the ship.
Our illustrious champion.
Yes. Ranger.
Cloaked in the mantle of the common explorer, fame set aside in thy pursuit of simple adventure.
Okay.
I am told a new expedition is in the offing.
Good to see you, man.
And thee. As ever, thou art the picture of strength.
I'm a woman. Okay. Picture of strength.
You've been keeping yourself busy, I trust?
True to our plan, Thancred and I embarked upon a pilgrimage of sorts, with an eye for gauging the state of those lands through which we passed. Our travels were interrupted, however, by a request for aid from our befurred lunar allies. As you may recall, the Loperites had been seeking new purpose for the moon, another role through which it might serve to benefit mankind. The Forum hath been working to advise them in this endeavor, but I return to offer mine own counsel.
Okay.
And this has what to do with treasure vaults, exactly?
Don't know.
You have learned of my predicament from Mistress Cryle.
Yeah.
I know not whence they acquired such knowledge, but the Loperites now stand convinced that adventurers delight in treasure hunts.
Treasure hunts, okay. I thought that would never come up.
Thus, with their newly built wonderland of riches and mystery, do they hope to entice all manner of daring delvers to the moon? So earnest and innocent was their desire to bring joy to the world that I found myself powerless to refuse them my cooperation.
Huh. Okay. I fell for it then.
But what of you, my friends? Why are you come to Labyrinthos? Fascinating. This is indeed a most fortuitous opportunity. I should be honored to accept thine invitation.
Okay. You're coming along, that's great.
How long hath it been, I wonder, when last our actions were not impelled by fate or desperation?
I have no clue.
Aye. Though I cherish the Scion's accomplishments, 'tis pleasant to not have the weight of the world upon our shoulders for a change.
Counting Estinian, we number 5 now, yes? Without knowing what traps or perils await unwary feet, we may be wise to refrain from recruiting others.
I agree. Between us, we should have the skills to handle whatever situation may arise. Shall we be on our way?
Okay, fine with me. Let's meet up with Estinian.
What, no time to spare a word for the grizzled old bard?
Tancred? Really? He came along? He wants to come along?
All is well, I trust?
A wasted trip, I'm afraid. I'd hoped to catch up with a former mentor while you parleyed with the rabbits, but it seems our paths were not to cross.
You're looking well. What's up?
That's because we didn't travel by experimental aetherite. It's astounding what a lack of nausea does for one's sense of well-being.
Do that.
In any case, as we made our way around Alzadaal, we saw that much of the continent was in various stages of chaos. A certain amount of disorder is to be expected. The final days are over, and the people no longer have a common threat binding them together. That's the thing with these fledgling troubles, eh? You need to keep an eye out, lest they mature into full-grown headaches. So, for what reason have so many esteemed personages seemed fit to gather? Beneath the waters of the Bounty, you say? I see you've already stolen away my traveling partner with the promise of unexplored ruins and scholarly glory.
Okay.
Nay, 'tis not for mine own indulgence, but rather the fulfillment of my commitment to the Loperids.
Oh, really?
Of course. And if you have Estinian rounding out your group, you'll likely have all the members you need.
Feeling left out? I could put in a good word for you, if you like.
We may have been released from our obligations, but I'll never be free of that merciless wit of yours, will I?
Will you two stop bickering like an old married couple?
In all seriousness, it is best I sit this one out. Too many former scions consorting with one another might be seen as a cause for concern in certain quarters. I'll return to my usual reconnaissance and scout out the situation in the Far East. Feel free to share if you come across any interesting revelations. Till we meet again.
Alright, bye.
Shall we also hasten our departure? Sir Estinian will wonder what hath become of us.
Oh, really? Really? Is that true? En dan moet ik helemaal naar Akiali, naar Ilsebard. En terug naar Jedlimat. Gewoon langslopen. In. Oh, die kant. All right. Here we go then. Ian, hi there. Send you to recruit Graha in your return with an entire survey party? Hope not see us boat is sturdy enough to carry us all. Keep an eye out. Okay. Alright. Naar de volgende. Alzadaal's Legacy. En welke is dat? Oké. Beetje bier. Kijken maar hoe ver we komen. Alzadaal the Third. Professor, I am somewhat embarrassed that the tale of his journey to another world escaped my notice. Could it be more than simple folklore? He mopped up the treasure heap supposedly brought back. This undersea vault with relics from another reflection. Friends, temper our expectations. That doth promise ruins, but beyond that we know not what we will find. Not until we find it, Just dispense with the conjecture and set sail for the vault. Okay, let's see what else. What will we get now? Quest accepted. Yay. Alzadaal's legacy now accessible. Okay. Okay, fuck. En wat is dit? Trust systeem. Enter Alzadaal's legacy. Wat een dungeon? Yes. Alzadaal's legacy. Average item level 65. Okay. Double check. 586 heb ik. Niet dat ik geen trust systeem wil gebruiken, maar een dungeon finder is toch iets beter in dit geval. Eens kijken hoor. Oké, dit is een 4-man dungeon. Kijken waar we dan gaan komen. Unexpected. Al de bluff. Waarom is er geen insta-kill? Ik ben toch een healer? Oké. Is er iemand?
Roger me, welcome me, anything. Hello, Earth.
Iemand? Wel. Ik wacht wel even. Ah, hier is die. Komt u maar, ja. Oké. Alzadaal's legacy. Nou. Dan ben ik te ver weg. Hoe kan het nou? van ninja hebben. En een Reaper. Kijk aan. Wat gaan we hier nu doen? We gaan alleen maar bezig met healing op dit moment. Helemaal onbekend met dit dungeon. Oké. Oké, dit is de eerste boss. Zo te zien. Ambujam. Oké. Teleporter. Oh. Dit is apart. In het water. Oké. Okay. Dat is wel goed af. Snel afklappen. Nog meer van dat soort paard. What the fuck? Kijken wat ze kunnen doen met z'n tweeën. Nee. 3% minder. Eventjes opnieuw shortcut doen. Hier is nog een treasure cover die niet open is gemaakt. Dan maak ik die open. En de volgende is alweer onderweg. En dan gaan we linksaf. Nee, wat gaan we doen? Rechtsaf. Print. Op naar de volgende onderdeel. Ik heb bijna de rest niet kunnen zien, dus alvast nog wel. Wat vaker krijgen. Oh, holy crap. Ik zie wel heel veel treasure inderdaad liggen. Maar dat kunnen wij niet meenemen. Oké. Line of sight. Nee, rustig aan. Heel veel bijna niks. En klaar. En nu hebben we een filmpje. Oké. Dus zeggen. Ah. Capiculu. Looming Warden. Okay. Nou, kijken wat dit was. Wow. Ja. Oeps. Hey. Au, 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 au. Winning. Okay. Ouch. Not funny. There we go. Dat doet zeer. Ah. Shit again. Deze kan helaas niet verrassen. Kijken dit keer. We toch bij de laatste boss zijn. En oké. Filmpje. Yes. Zo. Aha, oké. Mooi zo. Prima. Home point. Oké, nou. Einde dungeon. Einde duty. En dan ga ik nu verder met de volgende filmpje. Komt er zeker wel, zie je wel. Filmpje.
What have we here?
It's a very good question, Grahatia.
'Tis not unlike a Hunnish alchemical furnace in design.
Well, there is one way we might find out.
Stop! You mustn't touch it.
Arshaan. Oké. Simulacrum.
Vritra!
Vertel.
Oh, my apologies. Should I continue calling you Varshan?
You may address me as you wish. My nature is no longer a secret. Still, this is not a setting I imagined for our union. Surely you've not entered these ruins as common looters.
Would that we could deny your accusations, but I fear you're not far from the truth.
Great Vritra, might we beseech thee to explain the nature of this strange contrivance?
Contrivance. Geen idee wat dat betekent.
It was crafted by our alchemists at my behest, for the purpose of sealing something away.
Okay. Locking something up. Getting rid of something. Sealing away what exactly? Tell me.
Perhaps I should simply show you.
Show me? Okay. Fine with me. What's that? Void gate? Void energy?
I have lifted the seal, if only for the moment, by an authority only I possess.
A planar fissure?
Planar fissure? Dat ken ik nog niet.
No, my friend. Small though it may be, this is a functioning gate into the void.
Juist, dat wel. Functioning gate into the void. Okay, Graha, tell me. Okay, void gates and fissures are much the same thing in practice, in the sense that both allow passage between the source and the 13th. Difference in terminology refers to the circumstances of their creation. Fissure is an incidental tear in the fabric between worlds, whereas a void gate is the product of deliberate action. I suspect this is the latter, judging by the elaborate mechanism put in place to control it. I think that our search of material riches lead to this priceless discovery. Swirling emptiness puts me in mind of old friends, not to mention old foes. Alzadaal's legacy complete. Okay. Oké, Stola. Brother's Grief. Welke is dat? Ah, juist. Filmpje. Nog meer. Del.
I must admit, I am deathly curious to know how a void gate came to be hidden in the depths of these ruins.
Ja, net als ik.
To tell that tale, we must first peer far to the south, and even further into memory.
Oké. Del.
An age 5 millennia past, when the Algan Empire sent an invading force to the shores of Mericidia. The southern people rallied around the commanding figures of Bahamut and Tiamat and fought fiercely to repel the would-be conquerors. With Bahamut's defeat, however, the tide turned against them. Desperate to seize any advantage, the Mercidians resorted to summoning primal entities. In response, Emperor Zande forged a covenant with the Cloud of Darkness, sovereign among the all-devouring denizens of the Void. Thus bolstered by icons on one side and Void Scent on the other, the two armies clashed in a battle of unspeakable carnage. So much death, so much loss.
Yes.
I consider myself well versed in that period of history, yet you speak as one who witnessed it happen.
Indeed, I did. I heard Tiamat's roar of defiance and sped toward that war-torn land. Along with my sibling, Ajdaya.
Alzadaal.
We dragons are not male or female as men are wont to classify, but elder sister is the closest a mortal tongue can come to describing what she meant to me. I was the last of our brood to hatch, and Ajdaya cared for me where my sire could not. Thus I was with her when Tiamat roared. I was with her when she journeyed south, and I was with her when she fought against the Void-sent hordes. Yet no matter how many of their vile fiends we cast down, more rose from the abyss to take their place. Faced with an unwinnable war of attrition, Ajdaya risked her all on a final gamble.
Okay, interesting.
She plunged through the Void Gate itself to strike at the root of their strength.
Okay.
I tried to follow in her wake, determined to lend what aid I could. But even as I came upon Alag's glittering tower, I saw the rift close behind her.
Hey.
And Ashdaya has been lost to us ever since.
I find I must retract my earlier claim of historical knowledge. Nowhere in the Crystal Tower's archives did I see mention of such noble sacrifice.
That does not surprise me. To Allagan eyes, it must have seemed as if a lone dragon, driven to madness, simply dove through the gate and did not return. For my part, I spent long years searching for the means to reunite with Ashdaya. Until I could search no more. Until Allag was dust, and the art to open a void gate large enough to accommodate a dragon forever lost.
Yet you have the beginnings of a gate right here, under the control of a harnessed device.
My discovery came before Radz-at-Han was founded. Though I scoured the lands for a method to cross the rift, it was beneath the sea that I chanced to find a natural planar fissure.
Oké, dat is interessant.
It was, however, far too narrow to admit a worm's bulk. Only after our city rose upon the rock, and I could enlist the aid of our talented alchemists, did matters take a favorable turn.
Juist.
Their dedication was beyond reproach. Tirelessly they worked to expand the fissure, and after decades of toil, it finally grew to a size that a child might pass through.
Not long ago, you told us that you called out to your kin, that Ashdaya's answer was silence. I suspect the conclusion to your tale is not a joyful one.
With hope in my heart, I used a simulacrum to cross the threshold. But no, I did not find her. What I found was a host of void scent, clamoring around the opening they had sensed. 'Twas but a moment, but enough. I had no choice but to retreat and allow the portal to contract once more.
The gate was a threat to your people. You had to decide between endangering Radz-at-Han and abandoning your sister. You chose the latter.
Tough choice.
'Twas not that thy sibling scorned thy call. 'Twas that she was trapped beyond a barrier through which neither roar nor dragon may pass. Even now, in the desolate world of the 13th.
I can scarce imagine your pain, yet it was wise not to linger in that place. Too long a sojourn, and even a being of your power risks being warped into a creature of the void. You've seen this phenomenon before, when we stepped into the darkness. Turned purple? Well, yes. His wounds had allowed the void's corruption to enter his body and twist his ether. Had it been allowed to progress much longer, I presume he would have been fully transformed.
Then there is little hope for Ashdaya.
Ah, no. I hadn't meant to. I speak only of possibilities.
Yeah.
The scales of the first brood are extraordinarily resistant to ethereal fluctuations. They are the protective talisman's core components after all, and even the corruption I described would struggle to overcome. Of course. With the warding scale in one's possession, one could conceivably survive a stay in the 13th without being warped by its energies.
Be that as it may, it is too late to rescue my sister. 5,000 years too late.
Dat is wel heel erg lang voor een draak om dat te weerstaan.
And now countless others look to me for guidance and protection. So when I sensed intruders in the ruins, I came only to ensure that the gate remained closed. That, and to secure the treasure, of course. I wish only to forget the rest.
Quest accepted. Nu pas. Ja. Gaat niet gebeuren, jongetje. Kijken wat zo. We managed not only to expand the fissure, but also manipulate it as one might a gate. Interessant. Astonishing. Is there any chance I could learn more of how this feat was accomplished? I'll tell you what I can. First, however, I must turn to the High Crucible and arrange to replace the Guardians so handily destroyed. It will not do to leave the gate undefended. My apologies. We're perhaps touch zealous in our rush to uncover the vault's secrets. If constructs can be repaired, we will be happy to offer our assistance. Will not be necessary, as I retain spare vessels for myself, duplicate guardians on hand for such eventualities. In any case, we should return to Alzadaal. Okay, Alzadaal. Let's go. Crucible. Nou, dat is er wel. Ja, Parshan. Okay. I promise we will discuss the Void Gate further, but first I must attend to the matter of the Pulse Center. Instruments have no doubt informed you. Capicula has been reduced to so much scrap. Please bring a new one out of storage. See that it is conveyed to its post along with some few lesser instruments. There's like tomb robbers. These boy or exalt. This is Sorry, my boss. Why such guilty faces? Surely it isn't you who are responsible for this. Oh. Well, details aren't important. I shall see it done immediately. Okay, let's go. Wow. With that, vault will soon be secure once more. Now, I believe you had questions. Quite a few, in fact. I'd like to begin with the gate itself. Still functional, yes? Indeed. Why, I saw it sealed with an alchemically forged lock and warded it with my magic. Such power must not fall into the wrong hands. The primary reason for the vault's construction was to keep the gate hidden from the outside world. How much effort for such a little door? The little door you speak of leads to an abyss teeming with unspeakable horrors. That said, in its current state, it would admit only the loneliest of poisons. Besides, no man would be able to pass through. No man, I should think Alphino would get even affirmative push. Given affirmative push. Physical size is only one consideration. No restriction is around the etheric density of physical in transit. Yet you succeeded in explaining this diminutive portal and sending your simulacrum to the 15th. Thanks to my brilliant alchemists, destroyed the anomaly when I found it. That I made them devise a means to control it. After much experimentation, accomplished the impossible. The method was conceived by which my magics manipulate the fissure and transform it into a serviceable gate. The process has long since been forgotten. Since I had given up searching for Alzadaal, no need to preserve such esoteric and dangerous knowledge. Thus has the gate lain dormant, for years uncounted. Our own passage to the 13th, made relatively simple thanks to the Crystal Tower. You know, we were not sent to the 13th, we were sent to the 1st. Ancient mechanism can channel the tower's vast stores of energy to open a void gate. Unbound to a covenant made with the cloud of darkness. Once that sovereign entity was beaten back, however, the covenant was broken, the doorway severed from its connection to the void. Theoretically, it would be possible to reconnect the gate by forging a new pact with another void sent. But such deals usually end in betrayal and death. In any case, we should attempt to gain an understanding of Bounty. Mayhap you will conclude the search for your sister. Already explained that those few battles to rest centuries is enough. To ask, what prompted you to search for the vault in the first place? No, it was always Tinian's idea. Not mine. I just tagged along. attention. Making it for ourselves. Not right, my friend. Yeah. Excellency, your objective I were to conduct a closer examination of the gate. We make no attempt to open it. I owe you and yours a debt can never be repaid. Whatever boon you ask of me, you shall have it. You are most gracious. I'll abandon this for our mission. I could join I study. Operates will be anxious. Read my reports. I beg my leave of you. But Mr. Scrile was eager to speak with you about that request. Please come back to the annexes. Very well. Now. Don't remind me. And discuss my findings once I return. Do not be rid of me so easily. Okay. Yes. Huh. The difficult part in all this will be deciding how best to put these riches to use. Won't be difficult. You limit your assistance in these deliberations. Of course. Thank you, Marfa. Nice. Marfa and I are in this together. I will follow her example. My brother's grief complete. Yay! Hoppakee. Okay, flink veel lawaai geweest. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Okay. What up? Filmpje. Opportunity is upon us, coming of which we have awaited for nigh on 10,000 years. Dare not let it slip our grasp. not underestimate she who bested the cloud of darkness. Restrained by government, not was worthy, scarce by some. Come, the proud world, watch this fleckling gasp of breath in our final moment. Deal is admirable, but forget not our cause. Think back on our struggles beneath the sunless sky. Remember why we see not our will to fight. This time we set the war in motion. Win redemption. Oké, dat is interessant. Kijken wat er gaat gebeuren in dit verhaal verder. Maar voor nu laat ik het even hierbij. En ga ik de volgende keer gewoon verder. Dan zeg ik in principe gewoon. Rusten en tot de volgende keer. Bye.